It's been a while. I mean, today I really just want to talk a little bit about where I've been, what I've been doing for the last year, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, and feeling at home. I think all of these things are trending topics. Maybe not the feeling at home one so much, but like health, physical health, spiritual health. These are very trendy topics right now. But I think showing up online, especially a place that very much is our creation and is not real, authentically and vulnerably, hopefully gives you guys something to connect with and helps me in my own healing and my own journey. And I just enjoy sharing myself online with everyone because I feel like it brings me closer to myself and brings me closer to people who I wish I could spend more time with. Yeah, basically, let's just get right into it. Last year, this time last year, I was moving into my new apartment. Not this apartment, a different one, not the one that I'm sitting in currently. And I was so excited because I had been living at home for, if you know me, have kept up with my journey at all, you know, I opened a tattoo studio called Flo Tats in Limerick Park. And I had been living at home for the last, or for 3 years before I ended up moving out. And also, if you know me, you know that my at home life with my family, particularly my father, um, has not always been the smoothest. So I was living at home with my dad, just my dad, occasionally my younger sister who would come home from college. And the dynamic was very interesting, having moved across the country back in with my family, not having the space, but like outside of just not having a space of my own, like, well, very much within that actually. Not having a space of my own, not just because I wanted to come home at whatever hour, I just want to be out and about, I want to have people over, not even that, like just not having a space to retreat to for my sanity forced me to go inward. That's a topic for another time. But being in that space, having done all this healing and work to make enough money to now be able to move out on my own, live closer to work, live closer to all my friends, finally be in LA around all the people I want to be around, taking every opportunity back to back to back because I can, because I want to. Yeah, like living it up, honestly, I could move out. And I moved out, found this place. Do not ever move into an apartment that you did not thoroughly research. The people who own that complex thoroughly researched, because I did not. And if I had, maybe I would have seen that the property management company who owned my building had a 2.3 on Yelp. They don't have a 2.3 on Yelp, but they do have terrible ratings. Look, maybe I would have seen it. I did not. I moved in. It looked like a beautiful space. It honestly was a beautiful space. It just the ownership, like they did not keep up with the place. There were piping issues all the time. They were shutting the water off to do different repairs on the pipes. It was honestly nasty, and that will lead us into the other part in a second. But the apartment, the complex, the yard, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. It was not disgusting when I came to visit, though, obviously, because they did their little thing and then got me to sign the lease. So anyway, to make a long story short, the apartment had roaches. It's currently almost 1 a.m. CJ and I have been putting everything in bags so that the roaches don't get in it because we have been seeing them everywhere. Big ones, babies, and we are about to sleep in shifts so that we can rest comfortably. Comfortably. Yeah. literally from day two. Let me tell you, I went to the bathroom. This was the first time I ever saw any roaches anywhere I lived. Actually, like when I lived in North Carolina, they had water bugs. I probably saw two in my apartment, two, maybe three. Um, I'm sitting on the toilet,
Sitting on
right?
the
This is
toilet.
night two of me having moved in. I don't even think I had. No, I did have a couch, but that's neither here nor there. I'm sitting on the toilet. Okay, I get up, do my little wipe. I get up, I turn around, I see roach on the wall, this big, behind me. They were there the whole time. They were there the whole time. Okay, PTSD. I don't think you understand if you've never had roaches. Bless your heart. I hope you never do. I don't care what you've done. I hope you never, ever, ever have to deal with an infestation of any type because it feels violating, honestly. And you do get PTSD. Ask anybody, ask anybody who knows. Um, that was night one. From night one, actually, it was probably like night five because I messaged my property manager, asked her to come do a little spray in here. Like, can we set that up? Pest control came, did a little spray, didn't work. Still seeing them. This was October, right, of last year. Finally, weather starts getting a little cooler. I start seeing them a little less. But at this point, I'm keeping record. Okay. I'm keeping record in my notes app of how frequently I'm seeing it. If you want to go back through my notes app from when I moved in to when I moved out, how many R words? I don't even like saying their name. I don't even like saying their name. How many R words that we saw in that apartment? Absolutely an infestation. Absolutely a problem. Tent the whole building, I think. But I don't know. That's just me. So, long story short, I had to move out of this place, right? Now I had to move back in with my family, my dad specifically. This was so October. I lasted until what? PTSD live on camera. I lasted 7 months in this apartment until I literally could not take it anymore. They were in my bed. We were losing sleep. CJ was staying up throughout the night, like helping me keep watch for our words. Like it was that serious. June comes around, not even May comes around. Last week of May, I move out. I'm gone. Okay. Give me my security deposit back. I'm leaving. I'm leaving, never coming back. June comes around, June 1st, I move back in with my father. Okay. So it's now October. I moved in here October 17th. So that's June, July, August, September, 4 months and some change, almost 5 months that I was there. And literally immediately when I moved out of my old apartment and got to my childhood home that I told you many unpleasant things happened in, I felt relief. Like when I had gotten to my apartment, the old one, I was so excited because I felt like I was achieving this big thing, and I was. But unfortunately, the experience was robbed from me because of poor management. And going back to a place that actually at many points in my life made me where I experienced even more trauma, I still felt a sense of relief. Like the way I prefer that over our words, infestations, any day. And I immediately noticed a difference in my energy. Like the first week after I had moved, I was unstable, I was displaced. Also, like shout out to all the people who've been displaced because that shit's not easy. It's very hard. And I can't imagine not even having a support system or not being from LA or like it's just abruptly having to move all of your stuff out or throw a bunch of your stuff away because I had to throw away a lot of my stuff because you can't just take things that have R word infestations or that have been around R words because they can go inside of hot things or crevices and places and lay eggs and they can pop up elsewhere. And I wasn't doing that. So shout out to you guys. Yeah, so I moved back home. I noticed a difference in my energy, but very quickly that went out the window because as soon as I realized, like, oh shit, I'm back in this house. Trauma is trying to find me. Trouble is trying to find me. Like the chaos disruptors, the peace disruptors are trying to disrupt my peace. That also I didn't even have. Like I had no peace when I was living in that old apartment. I actually have a voice memo of me crying, literally crying. Like, wow, I thought I was doing something and here I am in my apartment, upset. But as soon as I realized like I'm not in the right place, I again felt so disrupted. And probably for about a year, I've felt so disrupted. And now being in this condo that I manifested, okay? Manifested. Sitting in this go sit. Thank you. Sit it. I get the last word. Put your lip down. Don't be, don't be like that. Sitting in this condo, fi- sitting in this condo, finally having a space of my own that feels like home. Because I feel like I've always had this, I've been on this search for a place that feels like home. And because I never really felt at home in my childhood home for XYZ reasons, this was the first place that I walked in and I was like, wow, this feels like home. Like it feels like everything that I loved about my childhood home, the big mirrors, the outdoor space, the like walkable neighborhood. The mirrors remind me of my grandparents' house. And like there are just so many little familiar things in this place, but it's brand new to me, but it feels like it's always been mine and like it's just been I've been waiting for it to open up for me. And in a place that I never thought to look. I can see how being in a space like this has completely upgraded my mental health, my spiritual health, my physical health. Because when I was living in these other places, I was so off of my routine and I found it so difficult to create a routine in these spaces. And I always felt like it was me. But in a lot of ways, your surroundings, and I'm like, this sounds obvious, but I want to stress it because it matters. And sometimes the obvious to me isn't obvious to everyone. But your home foundation, your surroundings, your environment play a huge role in what you're able to do in a certain moment. And sometimes you're not meant to be doing. And it might feel like you are dragging your feet through the mud because you're just not in the right space yet to propel forward. But as soon as you get up out of the mud, I swear, like as soon as you get up out of the mud, everything that you have been planning for, preparing for, will align and starts to align for you. And I'm seeing that here. Like I don't even have a couch yet. I have this chair and some cushions and a mattress. And like I had to throw away so many things from my last place, but it's been for the better. Like that energy is gone. It's left. I had a shelf that I had put in storage that I took apart, put in storage, rebuilt when I got to this space. It's wobbly, like as hell. It's put together correctly. Screws for some reason just want to slip out. It's loosey goosey wobbly. It's unsafe to have around. So we tore it down and threw it away because the energy of that space has to be left there. I have a huge mirror that I got for $20 off of Facebook Marketplace that I had in my last place that I said I would never get rid of. There are floor to ceiling mirrors in the condo that I'm sitting in right now, in the living room and in my bedroom. There's no need for a 6 foot mirror. Like everything you think you deserve, I promise you, triple it, times it by four, actually, times it by 10. Like it's even better than that for you. It can be even better than that for you. I'm getting way off topic, but really, I just wanted to come on here and rant because I've been MIA for quite some time and it's my home situation, my living situation has really impacted my ability to show up online, like to show up at all. I mean, like I was barely taking pictures of myself the last year and you know, I love a picture of me, okay? But like if you look at me then and you look at me now, you can see a light has returned to my body. Like I was just so off of my spiritual routine, so off of my just taking care of myself routine, going to the gym, like exercising it all. There's a small, very small workout center. I won't even call it a gym because it's not even a gym. Like it's literally, they turned a small studio into a fitness center. And it's so small, but like I always get exactly what I need out of it. and I always feel exercised. I always feel worked. Whereas in these other places, I felt like I needed like this big, nice gym. I need to pay for this membership, all these different machines and everything, like the squat, rack, everything. I need all of this in order to look good, feel good. And in reality, I'm about to go cancel my gym membership because I have everything that I need here. It's not about how big it is. It's not about how many machines they have. It's just that I feel at home here and I can make a routine for myself here and I can take care of myself here because I feel supported and surrounded by everything that I need, which even in my low points, I always had and I was always grateful for. But going through those low points, now I'm sitting here like, this is what it was all for. And I'm just really proud of me, man. Like, I'm really proud of me. And I'm really happy to be here. And I can't wait to keep making more videos like this because I have a lot of shit to say. With love.